What's on the water? This video is what it says. Preview-zines that have first appearances in them. And before we get into it, I'm very appreciative of all the well-wishing of the people that commented in the last video. A lot of you guys, you shared your own stories of loss and by when it comes to, you know, like losing the collection by theft. And I know that was hard. I'm pretty sure that was hard to share because, like, either the video that I made, that was tough to make, and things could have went way worse than what they did. So thank you for all the comments. And what are we gonna do here? Okay, but before we actually get into the video, I picked this book up last Friday. There's going to be a Nightwing movie, I suppose. But I think the day after the news, I went to the comic book store and I came across this Detective Comics number 851, which is the issue after 850, the supposed first appearance of the Gotham City Sirens. I'm still kind of iffy on that, but I did come across this. Now, I guess, like, when it comes to Nightwing, this character doesn't lend himself very well to variants, if that's the type of thing that you're looking for. Trying to, find a cheap variant, a cool, cheap variant. And I don't know. I believe this is a 1 in 10 variant. It's it's pretty cool. And if you look up Nightwing variants, it's pretty on eBay. It's like pretty much nothing really. And outside of Teen Titans or Tales of the Teen Titans number 44, there's really nothing. Nothing that really grabs you by way of Nightwing and Nightwing key issues, but I did come across this. This was $8. I figured that, I'm pretty sure you could find this for way less at your local comic book store. Probably find it for $5 or something like that. But it's a really cool cover. You have Nightwing front and center, and you have all the rogues in the background, including Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Harley, Joker's right there, of course, Two-Face. So you have a really nice Nightwing cover where he's, a full body shot of Nightwing, along with the rogues, Batman's rogues gallery of all the popular Batman villains in the background. This is a really cool book. This book goes for nothing. This is a book you could probably find really cheap on eBay or at your local comic book shop. But now we're going to get into the meat of the video and talk about preview-zines that have first appearances in them. Not like first appearances story-wise, but they'll have an article, and then you'll see like a small picture, or just a single picture or a couple of pictures of the character in question. And we'll start with the coolest of the preview zines, which is FOOM, Friends of Old Marvel. We have, what is this, number 15, which has the first appearance of, I gotta put this in quotes, first appearance of, I believe, Miss Marvel and Captain Britain. I might bring this video to a grinding halt on occasion. So we have, not Captain Marvel, but Captain Britain. So here we go. Nice little editorial piece. We have Captain Britain, and we have a drawing of the first Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. So yeah, that's cool, right? Right. And we're not stopping at number 15. It's a cool cover too. Nice Howard the Duck cover with all the cigar chompers of the Marvel Universe back then. But I believe Joe Quesada, he outlawed smoking in the Marvel Universe anymore. We have FOOM number 2. This was the one, I think this was the one probably the most famous of the FOOM issues at the time, about a year or two ago. Now this one had, because up until I think 2000, up until early 2014, I didn't know anything about FOOM, and then a lot of these issues came to my attention. FOOM number 2. This houses, now this isn't an outright first appearance of Wolverine, but it's kind of like a fan, what do you say, kind of like a fan mock-up of a character named Wolverine, and some of the elements that are in Wolverine kind of show up, that are in this version of Wolverine show up in the current Wolverine that we have. Okay, so here we go with, here we go. This is Wolverine. He has kind of like I believe he has a metal skeleton. I thought he had claws, but he doesn't. He's kind of like a half man, half something else. So, and there you go. Now, this was the one that really, I think, put FOOM on the map in terms of, by way of collecting, or in terms of collecting, because people really wanted this. People love them some Wolverine, and any bit of Wolverine they can get, they want. So there you go. What is this? Ooh, now this is probably the most famous one right now, the most popular one, the hottest one, maybe even the most expensive one. FOOM number 10. I don't think I need to open this one up. You get the gist of it. You have the first appearance of the new X-Men team that formed in 1975. This could, and even in the CGC, like the info on the info on the label, it says predates Giant Size X-Men number 1. So, and for a while there was kind of like this debate as to whether if it predated Giant Size X-Men number 1 or not, but it looks like it does. And I have a nice little clean copy that I picked up a couple years ago, either a year ago or a couple years ago. So this could technically be the first appearance of Storm, Colossus, and Nightcrawler, and the second appearance of, or I guess you could say, I don't know, what kind of second appearance of Wolverine, so to speak. So yeah, really, really, really awesome book. God, I love looking at this cover. This is a really cool cover. Nice kind of a two-tone cover to it. So yeah. Dave Cockrum, and Dave Cockrum art too. So yeah, and there is kind of like a little spread in the in FOOM in this issue as well of the new X-Men team. But I'll let you find the issue, and then you can crack it open and look at it for yourself. Okay, now we're moving on to some DC characters. DC Spotlight, the free preview from 1985, the 50th anniversary of DC Comics. Real man. Now this was one that was kind of under the radar for a really long time, but with the Dark Knight, kind of like that Frank Miller version of Dark Knight, and the Watchmen kind of becoming popular again. I guess I'll open this one up. So we have the first appearance of Watchmen, and what else do we have here? We have the first appearance in editorial form of, where is Dark Knight Returns? Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. Where are you? Yep, this video has definitely come to a grinding halt. I wish I had put like little markers. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with the micro chamber paper. I stored this away a long time ago, but it's becoming more of a nuisance than anything. You know what? Maybe I can find it. Maybe I'm not. Maybe not. But I think you get the gist of what's going on with this issue. So I'm not gonna. You know what? You have like a nice little preview of Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. A nice little picture of the character. It's in there. Trust me. So you have a 2-for-1. You have, what else? What is this? DC Direct Currents number 85. I don't know. Is this considered the first, I guess, first preview of Preacher or not? I don't know. It's tough to say. But I know this is something that kind of Preacher fans are looking for. So I know a buddy of mine, he was looking for this, and he was so happy to have found it. I believe a book like this is going for like, or it can go for 30. And the last time I checked was about 6 months ago. I'm not quite sure about now. Now that that season of Preacher has come and gone, I'm not quite sure about it. What else? Now here's something. Now this is an oddity right here. DC. This is DC releases. This is from February 1986. As you can see, you have a nice picture of Booster Gold. So this might be the, I guess you could say, first appearance of Booster Gold. And I picked this up about 2 years ago. I bought this off of fellow YouTuber Yanni Gugalak for $10. And I don't know, this is a really cool thing. This to me is super cool because this is something I do not see on eBay at all. I've been searching for this for the past, for the better part of 2 years on eBay for something like this, and I really haven't seen it at all. So this is something, to me it seems like a rarity and something really cool to have, especially if you're a Booster Gold fan and you have the first appearance, but you want the, I guess you could say, the pre-first appearance. So these are all, I don't want to say first appearances, but pre-first appearances. How about that? So yeah, came up with a new term, pre-first appearance. What is this? Marvel Age number 82. Now this is one that kind of, ever since Cable became a popular character, just being mentioned at the end of Deadpool, people have been searching for Cable stuff, and I hope I can land on that one really fast. Yes, here it is. Yes. Okay, so a pre-first appearance of Cable in Marvel Age number 82. Now, Rob Liefeld, this is basically his sketchbook here, so to speak. He wasn't sure if he was going to name it Cable or Cybernetic Hybrid, I guess you could say. And here's a first or a pre-first appearance of Strife. So, yeah. And he wasn't sure what he was going to call this character. So, yeah, very cool. And he had brown hair instead of white. I like the white hair on Cable, I do have to say. And I'm not quite sure what all that is. It's the funny thing about Cable is that he never has a consistent uniform. From issue to issue, his uniform kind of changes. So I think that's the kind of the charm of the character. I hope if the Deadpool movie comes out, like there'll be like some sort of a change to his costume or uniform every scene or something like that. That would be kind of funny. Nice little nod to how he is portrayed in the comics. Marvel Age number 12. This is a book that collectors are really trying to make a thing out of. I don't know. I mean, it's something cool to have. This is a book that I bought about a month ago. So here you go with a pre-first appearance of Spidey's black costume. So, and here's some more sketches of the black costume. So there you go. Lady in Red. So there we go with that. What else do we have? We have some more Marvel Age. God, how many copies do I have of this one? I got like 3 copies of number 97. This is probably one of my favorite characters from the early 90s. This was one of the first characters that I had collected their issues of back when I first started collecting comics. This is Darkhawk. The cover looks immensely better than the first issue, actually. I wish this were the cover to the first issue. We have Marvel Age number 99. First appearance of the first... this is more kind of like a 7-page preview of Infinity Gauntlet than anything. We have... What is this? Marvel Age number 100, first Sleepwalker. Do I really need to bring this video to a grinding halt in order to show you Sleepwalker? I don't think so. What is this? Now here's a book that I showed you earlier this year. Amazing Heroes number 16. Pre-first appearance of the New Mutants. Great cover. Actually, I like this cover a lot more than the actual first issue. I love this cover so much, and I'm so happy to have found it. I think this was the book that because I wanted to do this video for a really long time, but I was still trying to find some more pre-first appearances. I'm really saying that phrase a lot. This is the book that I really wanted to find before I actually did this video. What do we have here? We're going to get into some Image characters now. Megaton Comics Explosion. I believe I talked about this at length in previous videos, but we have the first appearance of Rob Liefeld's Youngblood team, and like I said before, this book is real thin, but I never actually opened up the book on camera, but I think I'll do that now. So, grinding halt. Okay, so here's the actual picture of Youngblood. It's not like the team that we kind of know with Shaft and Chapel and Die Hard, I think that character's name is. God, those names. But here's the actual Rob Liefeld drawing of Youngblood. But this book is extremely thin, like super. This book is 32 pages, but it is so freaking thin. Like when I first bought it, I thought pages were missing out of it, and I was so mad. But then I realized, oh, it's just super thin. Okay, now we're getting to some more Image characters. Here we go with Spawn. I don't know what's happened as of late, but Spawn, like the first issue, like just kind of like not even the newsstand version, but the direct version, which was going for like $1 just 5 years ago. Like people are slapping $20 on it at the very least and trying to sell it. I'm like floored by that. I'm super floored by it. Here's the preview. Now I refrained from kind of talking about preview, like Diamond Comics previews as kind of first appearances or pre-first appearances, just because, I mean, every issue is like that. But there's something about this one that collectors really gravitate towards. It's an awesome cover. It's different from the actual like first issue of Spawn, and it has different art on it. I think that's the appeal of it. I found this, God, I don't know, quite a few years ago. And God, this was 25 years ago. March 1992, 25 years ago. I'm an old fart. Holy shit. But but this is something that collectors really do gravitate towards, and it has all of the cool stuff that came with it. It has like the trait. Oh, here's, I believe, didn't I see like a little drawing of Spawn? Yeah, I think it has like a little poster in there. I think this thing folds out too. You know, I don't want to destroy. And you know what? I think it looks like it folds out. There's some art in there, but I don't want to destroy this thing. And it has like the Marvel trading cards and stuff in it. So yeah, this is really, I love this thing. This is something I had been searching for a while anyway. And when it came up, I forget how much I paid for this thing, but this is really cool. I love this thing. I love this, and I'm not trying to collect previews all like that, but this was cool. And here we go with Malibu Sun, number 13, the most famous of the first appearances of Spawn. It is what it is. I don't think I need to open this up. And the artwork, if you notice, is kind of the coloring on it is slightly different from the first issue. The first issue featured, like, that was the first time I actually saw digital coloring in comic book form, and you kind of have like a more flat. Things are a little bit more flat on this Malibu Sun number 13. I was able to find these for like $1 a piece, for like a long time before Malibu Sun really hit. This was like around the time it was like a $20 book, but I was able to find these for way cheaper. Oh no, these are cool right here. This is cool. Malibu Sun number 19. I guess you could say the first appearance of Pitt, Dale Keown's character. Now this book here actually does go for a little something. I don't know if this is like the outright first appearance of the character or not, but a lot of people, especially on eBay, they say that it is. I mean, listen, I take it with a grain of salt, but you know, it actually does go for something. This book can go for around $20. So yeah. What else do we have here? We're gonna end this video with Malibu Sun number 15 and number 16. I guess I'm not quite sure if you can call this the first outright appearance of Jim Lee's Wildcats and Mark Silvestri's Cyberforce. There's a fan site devoted to Malibu Comics, and they mention this as the first appearance of the characters of Cyberforce. So yeah, and I know Grifter, he's kind of like a mainstay in the actual DC universe. And I would love to see this character. I would love to see the Grifter character, especially in a DC movie or something like that. That would be awesome. Not necessarily in the Arrowverse, because they would bastardize that character. I think I would love to see him in a movie though. That would be cool. So yeah, that's my video. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.